Hello, you're here because you want to play a multi-disc media game and it's not working, is it? It's asking you to insert the disc and of course you can't do it. So after days of going on YouTube and Google, and some people make things so complicated. I'm not an expert, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not an expert at Amiga, I'm not an expert at LaunchBox, but I just a casual user and just want some fun, and this was just really bugging the hell out of me. So eventually I managed to piece bits and bits together, and I went, you know what, it's not as hard as people making out. So here we go, this is how we're going to do it. So what you see here is just where I've downloaded my ROM files. Obviously I can't tell you how to do that or where to go to get them, but I'm sure if you've got common sense you'll find them. So you see I've got loads of ROM files here that I haven't installed yet, and most of them are multi-disc. So let's choose one. Okay, there we go, Chaos Engine, here we go, that's a 2-discer. I'm really lazy, so I'm just going to right click and I'm going to extract, and I'm not going to do separate files in it, I'm just going to be really lazy, and there we go, just going to do that. And it's created a folder there. I'm just going to go back and tidy it up because obviously it's not called Disk2, is it? So I'm just going to rename it, just tidy it up. I do this because A, I'm not very good at typing, and B, I'm not very good at spelling. So I am a big fan of cut and paste. Okay, so there we go. So we've got our 2 files there, which is fine. So that's really good. I'm just going to right click Properties. Just going to copy the whole thing. That way there's no spelling mistakes, all the spaces in the right place, and all good stuff like that. So I'm just going to copy. A couple of times I did this, you get error messages and things like that, and it's because the names aren't quite right. Okay, so you can do this, just Control V or just paste it. Okay, so there you go. That's the perfect image name of the file. Okay, you're going to do that again, just going to right click Properties. And guys, I'm not a YouTuber, you know what I mean, I'm not, so if it looks very amateur and feels very amateur, it's because I am an amateur. I just want to help some people out that had the same problem as me. Okay, so there we go, we've got Disk 1 and Disk 2, all looks good. Now we're just going to save it. Okay, and then obviously we need to find the directory that it's in. Again, this is obviously going to be different to you. But there we go, found it. I'm just going to do Control V because I'm lazy. Okay, just going to go back, tidy it up. Okay, but now MD, some people do this for multi-disc, but to be really honest with you, sometimes I forgot to do it and it worked okay, but so it's up to you. Okay, so there we go. But what's important is the M3U extension. Okay, it's got to be M3U. So there we go. We've got a file, and it's M3U. So that's all good. Let's close that down. Let's go into LaunchBox. I'm not here to teach you to do LaunchBox. You should hopefully have a basic understanding of this. And all we're going to do now is just import some ROM files. As you can see, I've got some multi-disc player games already, like Syndicate and Theme Park, and Cannon Fodder and things like that. So I've got plenty working. Some don't work, and it's normally because the ROMs are bad, not actually of the actual system itself. Okay, so tools, import ROM files. Now I'm not an expert on LaunchBox, but I haven't really found a way to add multiple games using this method, so I just have to do one at a time. At least I know it works and it's all good. So we're just going to add a file. But again, I'm sure people leave comments below and say, no, I'm an idiot and you can do it better ways, and I'm sure you can. Okay, so let's go and find it. Okay, so there it is. Okay, and there's a file. Fantastic. And just making sure that it's all looking good. See, it's under Commodore Amiga, so that's fine. I really like RetroArch and Amiga. I think it works great, but so just need to look for those BIOS files. Okay, use files there. Right, fine. Yeah, so when you for Amiga and RetroArch, it works good, but you need to have a good Google, and it will tell you which system files that you need to put into RetroArch, and it's fine. It works great. Some of those emulators are really hard, right? Okay, so let's load this up. Okay, I'll speed it up a little bit. Here we go, nice little cheat screens. We all love those. Okay, right. I'm not going to play the game, you know what I mean? I'm just literally just... I don't like to make files. I don't like to make YouTube too long and too boring. So okay, so that seems to be loading up okay. So that was a 2-disker. So we'll try one more, because I know sometimes people whiz past and I might have forgotten to tell you something like that. So we're just going to go back. Just going to make sure this is all good, and then we go back and we'll add another one. Okay, that seems to be working. Okay, so let's do another one then. So let's do... It came from the desert. Okay, that's a good one. Right, so 3-disk again. I'm just selecting the 3. Right click. I'm just going to extract to a dirty file. There we go. Dirty directory rather. Okay. And I'm just going to right click it. You can tidy it up. Okay, so we've got the 3 disks. So that's great. Once you've done this, you can actually delete the zip files. You don't need the zip files. Okay, just going to copy that so that's a nice, again, all the spacing's in the right place and the spelling's good. Ooh, it's the easiest way. You can use normal notepad. That works too. Okay, here I'm just going to do Control V, and I'm just going to change the... Because as you can see, the only difference is the numbers of the disk, so that's fine. We won't make our lives too hard. Okay, so I'm just going to, again, Control V. Should have still have the information of what I copied from the directory file name. Okay, so Control V, it's in the right file. I'm going to tidy that up. Okay, MD, again, as I said, I sometimes I don't even bother and it works fine. But let's do it anyway, MD and then the M3U file. Okay, there we go, that looks alright. Okay, there we go, there it is. Okay. Let's go into LaunchBox then. Again, I don't expect you to show you how to do this, but we'll go for it anyway. Import. They keep doing updates and they keep putting them in different places, don't they? Okay, I'm just going to add Singular. Obviously we're at the last destination, so let's go back. Came from the desert, there we go. Alright, let's go. Let's load that one up. Again, we're not going to play it, we're just going to load it and go from there. I'm sure you got better things to do. Said I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not an expert on any of these. I just this is a problem I really had, and I just found that people made it way too complicated. Okay, well, that was good. Okay, there it is, just in stuff there. Let's see if it works. Okay, it's a good start. As I said, if you do get one that doesn't load, it's normally bad ROM files. Just try to go to a different site and try and load them. Try and get ROMs up that work good. I had a real problem with, I think it was Cannon Fodder, and then I ended up downloading 3 or 4 different sets of ROM files, and eventually one worked. Okay guys, well that looks about it, right? That looks pretty good. Again, forgive me, I'm not an expert, and there's no point liking, subscribing, because as I said, I'm not here for that. I'm just really here to just help some of you guys have the same problem as me, and I just want to, I don't want to know all the gunk and the baggage that goes around it. I just want to do what I just did and move on and get on with the rest of my life. Okay guys, have a good one, hope it helps.